Okay, hello and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 10. So as you can see, we're growing some intro over here. I've got these guys because we're gonna need some intro for some stuff, but most of that's actually going to be for the wireless terminals, which overall are not going to be that insane. We just need a couple actual wireless terminals. We need some wireless receivers, which is just some Fluix pearls and such. So, for this, we're going to need 2 wireless receivers. We're also going to need some ME terminals, which is just going to be some annihilation cores, some of the good old-fashioned formation cores, which should be fine, and then some dense energy cells, which overall are going to cost us a little bit, but not an insane amount, thankfully. And that's, of course, in comparison to other things that we could potentially be needing to make. 1, 2, 3... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get ourselves another little bit of those guys, and then all we really need now is a calculation processor, which is printed calculation circuits, silicon, and redstone. So we are gonna need the presses. So press, calculation press, silicon press, and then logic press and engineering press. And of course, we could make these in the extended inscriber, which is what we're going to need the crystal assembler for, which is why we need entro, because we need entro-infused ingots to actually start any of that. But of course, I could do that in water, but that's not going to be as efficient as if it were in actual all this using entro dust to actually make the stuff to get the crystal assembler. But we're going to have to do some in-world stuff, but it'll be good. So we need some silicon first, which means I need some silicon, which thankfully we've got a little bit of. I mean, not a crazy amount, as well as Certus quartz, which, you know, just a little bit of that too. I mean, we're a little low, so I do want to make sure that I'm securing, you know, a good amount. Anywho, let's come back down to our little inscribey doohicker. So we've got our calculation, and then we're just gonna chuck in some Certus quartz. And I'm gonna need some cards. So we're actually gonna need the speed card, which it's advanced AE, so we're gonna need speed upgrade, which should be a thing. Nope. What is it actually called? At applied. What's it called? It's called the acceleration card, which is an advanced card, which is more calculation processors. So acceleration cards, we're gonna need a bunch of those guys for just speeding some stuff up real quick. Of course, nothing absolutely absurd. We're just gonna get probably 8 at a time for right now. I think 8's good. And then we're gonna need ourselves some silicon, and then we're just gonna chuck in 8 of you as well, just to get up, you know, a little bit. I could make a bunch more inscribers, which I probably should do. And all this is just so we can access our terminals from everywhere. So we're also gonna need a wireless point, which is gonna be another thing. So yeah, we're just gonna need a lot of these calculation processors. And then I'm also gonna need redstone, which thankfully we've got just a little bit of. Not a crazy amount, not anywhere near infinite. Just kidding. But overall, you know, not bad at all. Anywho, what do we actually need these guys for? Well, we're gonna need to make a whole lot more of these kinds of things. So overall, we're just gonna need to be worrying about a couple different things, as well as I got a bunch of bees. So I currently have diamond bees, lapis bees, redstone bees, arcanus bees, sweat bees, blue banded bees, quarry bees, blue band nomad, ashy mining, blue banded, glowing bee, leafcutter bee, digger bee, chocolate, neon cuckoo, cinnabar, lapis, yellow carpenter. I got a bunch of bees. I'm working on that. That's going to be a whole thing that I have to take care of in a little bit. But for now, we can chuck those guys in there. We're going to get ourselves a couple of the calculation presses. And that'll be perfect, because now we've got ourselves 1 calculation processor, which we can turn into the ME wireless access point, which of course is going to go on the underside of that. And we're going to have to actually put in the wireless boosters. So, wireless booster card, and the quantum bridge card is the one that we actually want, which is going to be this guy, which we need quantum rings for, which is just essentially a fancy way of saying we're going to need a bunch of different things. So the quantum rings are essentially dense cables, so it's the ME smart cables, which is the Fluix ME smart cables, which are Fluix ME covered cables, which we can just craft up a couple of. And for that, I'm going to need to make a bunch more of the actual cable stuff, because we're going to need quite a few cables. So for that, we're going to need those, which is just quartz fiber, which we can get a little bit of. And then we're going to have to go back down the line, of course, because it's a little bit much. So quartz fibers turns into those guys, which will turn into the dense cables, which will turn into the covered cables. So covered cables, which will turn into the dense cables. And that's just going to be cable. We'll just combine 4 of these guys, right, into 1, 2, 3, 4, because I think I only need 4 of these guys. Yep, perfect. Then I need another advanced card. And we also need the advanced cards for these guys, which thankfully is not going to be too crazy, because we just got 7 more. So now what I'm going to need to do is just chuck in Certus Quartz, chuck in the calculation processor things, and then now we can do this real quick, because we're going to actually need a couple of these cards. So that's going to be a little bit of them. Get ourselves a couple more of the advanced cards. And then I think we're going to start off with just getting some acceleration cards. Of course, these guys are going to speed that up quite a bit, which is going to be very, very helpful for this. So then from there, we can also get ourselves some more advanced cards. And then all we need is the quantum link chamber, which means we need some more quartz glass, which is not crazy difficult to get. For that, we just need actual glass, which should be able to, so scratch glass, clear glass, which is normal glass, which I guess I just need sand for, which is a good thing. I've got plenty of sand, so not really an issue. I do need better fuel sources, so how do I make the dark oak wood? So fuel, dark oak logs are gonna be those guys, so then I'll just grab a stack of each of those guys for fuel, and that should be able to smelt up the stack of these guys, because I think it's 1.5 items per thing for the wood. So at least got some glass from that guy, which is perfect, because we still need a bunch more of the quartz glass. Gonna get 12 more of you guys, then we need 2 more Fluix pearls, and I need a bunch more of those though. A bunch of other stuff. So we got the quantum link chamber, then we need the quantum rings, which are of course going to be the dense smart cables, which are going to be cable Fluix ME dense, okay, covered cable. So then we go smartificate them. So to smartificate the cables, oh, I need the, okay. Oops. So cable, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go back, and then we chuck that back in there, and then we go redstone, and then we go glowstone. Glowstone, hooray! And then we get ourselves some of the Fluix ME smart cables, which is perfect. And now we're going to get closer to getting the quantum bridge card, which is cool because we got the advanced stuff. And then now we need the engineering processor, which is a printed engineering circuit, which is the engineering press on diamonds. So diamonds, diamondes. Of course, we're going to grab you guys. This guy is probably running out of power because we are awake during the night, which means that we're going to run out of power quite quickly, unfortunately. Energy cell. I've got a starter energy cell. It's not going to be doing much. Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Okay, so now these guys should be pumping them out perfect. And then now we need the engineering press with diamonds, which will get us the engineering circuits. And then I'm going to need lots of silicon presses as well, which isn't going to be too big of a thing. But we're going to need a bunch of these guys. And then we have energy cells, and we'll be able to get the quantum bridge card, which will let us essentially Upgrade card allows linking them to a quantum bridge. Quantum bridge card into a quantum entangled singularity in your wireless terminal. Put the other singularity in the quantum bridge connected to your network. So, quantum entangled singularity. Create a connection between two quantum network bridges. Always produce matching pairs. Catch place of one of the paired quantum entangles. Okay. Link chamber, quantum link chamber of each side. Okay. 32 channels in total. Okay. So, if we go quantum, there's a bunch of quantum stuff. We've got to make these eventually, but that's just for the finished stuff. So, quantum catchers, that's forbidden in Arcanus. Quantum computer storage, quantum data entangler. Co-processing threads, quantum storage components, which is what we need for the actual quantum boots. So this will get us the wireless universal terminal stuff, which is the quantum bridge card, which alternative method to get wireless interdimensional access to you need a quantum bridge connected at your base and a quantum bridge card in your terminal. Okay, cool. Perfect. So for that, we'll need actually to get the quantum network bridge, which is quantum rings, and then quantum link chambers, and then quantum entangled singularities. Which is singularities, which is reaction chamber with matter balls, which matter balls are matter condensers. But how do we actually get, okay, ender pearl, the singularity goes into an explosion. Cool. Matter condenser, or that, which is, I don't even know how, like, what did, so matter condenser is what we're gonna need, or the reaction chamber. We already have a reaction chamber, so I might as well use the reaction chamber. But I think I still need a matter condenser to get these guys. So, yeah, in-world transformation is the only way to get the singularities, but these guys, matter balls are that stuff into those. Okay, gotcha. Well, regardless, we got these guys now, so now we can take the silicon. We need a bunch more silicon now, which is going to take a little bit of time to get. So, while we're waiting, let's get ourselves our first little bit of endo clusters. So we get our endro crystals. We're going to get ourselves, that's our biggest one. And then now from the endro crystals, to get ourselves the crystal assembler, we need 32 endro dust, which endro dust is that, so crusher, endro dust, quick and simple. We're gonna need one more big thing of you, which is perfect, because we just got it. It's 16, looks like we're gonna need one more, which is thankfully already grown, which is another 9, which is perfect, because now we've got all that we need. So now I should be able to come down here, and we've got 40 printed silicon. It's not done yet. I think the one limiting thing is actually our energy right now. Yep, not generating enough power. So, solar panel starter are hardened. I don't know what kind of solar panel this guy has. Basic. Okay, no wonder it's not able to keep up. Let's check it out with a hardened. Is that good enough? Yeah, it looks like it's plenty right now. So we'll get you guys, which will turn into you guys, which I will be able to combine with you guys to get calculation processors. Then I'm going to need even more silicon to get those guys. So I'm going to need another inscriber, I guess. Which isn't too bad. So then I should be able to just chuck this guy right here. And our acceleration cards are going to chuck in there. Which is going to get us a bunch more printed silicon, which is perfect. That way we get the calculation processors that we need. So now I should be able to craft up this card. I need engineering processors for the card. Yeah, that's right. Okay, but what about the crystal assembler? We've got those guys. All I need is the reaction chamber. So, reaction... Did I put it in here? I probably did. I took the shadow glaive off because it was killing the bees, which was a pain, but I guess I can put it back on right now. Did I ever get the reaction chamber, or did I just plop... Oh yeah, I plopped it down over here. So, then once we get the Endro dust, then I can go with some lapis and gold. So we'll get some gold, some lapis, and I only need half a stack of each, which is fine. That will craft up a stack of Endro eventually. I'm gonna accelerate it as fast as I can in here with the acceleration cards, which seem to work quite rapidly, thankfully. Let's get ourselves these guys then. Extended machine frames, and that will get us, we're gonna need more Fluix cables, which means I need more Certus quartz dust, which is fine. But for that, I'm gonna need you, I'm gonna need you, I'm gonna need you. Let's get ourselves 27 of you guys, which will give us a stack of you, which is perfect. And then now I think I need a crafting terminal, and that's it, which is just gonna be you. Crafting terminal. And then we get ourselves a crystal assembler, which will go right down here. Nope, wrong place. You're gonna go here. Perfect. So, crystal assembler. Now we'll go down there. Auto export. I guess it needs to be connected to the actual controller probably, so let's just put you here, I guess. That way it'll probably work, I hope. And from there, Fluix ME Dense Smart Cable. Wait, it connected on the front face, so would it connect on the side face is the real question. It does, okay, well that's fine then, perfect. So, then the reason for that is to get even more Endro stuff. And also to craft up certain things. So, from there, we need the wireless crafting terminals. But for that, I also need to get these guys, the printed engineering processors, which is perfect. So chuck you guys in there. Let's grab ourselves the rest of the calculation ones. And then we can grab ourselves some more engineering ones, and from there we should be able to craft up the ME quantum links. So, now I need more logic processors, which is going to be logic press. So, logic press with gold. Gold being this stuff, which is tasty. You love to see it. Let's get ourselves some gold, and then for that I'm also going to need more silicon. So, silicon. Printed silicon, and scrap a silicon press, and I'll use the rest of the silicon, I guess. 34 you guys, that's pretty good, pretty dope. Okay, we're so close. And then I just need a quantum entangled singularity. There's a singularity, which is the reaction chamber with matter balls, which is the matter condenser. So, matter condenser, gonna be you. Which... Okay, if I feed it something I have a lot of, like if I feed it bones, will it do a thing? Into matter balls. Okay, so if I take this, will it... So 0 energy stored out of 0. Okay. So that means that I'm gonna have to do a thing. Unless it's putting them into the... It's not. Okay. It's empty. It's just a single block thing, so it doesn't, I guess, need a different guy. So I guess I can put it up there. That guy's done. I guess I can silicon press up here now. We can come down here and we can take out our logic stuff. And from there, printed logic circuits. Then we get the quartz glass stuff. All this is so that we can actually access our storage from anywhere. But the matter condenser... I guess I need storage components. Wait, do I? Why would I need storage components? Wait, condense it into singularities. Wait, that's how we can get a singularity, is just by condensing it into singularities. Okay. And then, can I do this? Zero energy storage. So I need to condense it into a singularity. I need at least a 64K ME storage component, which is those guys, which is those guys, which is these guys. So for that I need these, and for that I need that, and then redstone, and then logic. Which I can chuck in there, and then I do those, and then I need not just one, I need... So I need 3, which means I need 9, which means I need 81 of the 1Ks. So 81 1Ks to 164K. Okay, well, we're on our way. We're getting a start. You know, that's good enough, right? Okay, logic processors, which means we can now make the quantum rings. So we got the 4 of those guys, which means we get the quantum bridge card, which is perfect because now we've got that accomplished. We can also get, we don't need the greater energy card, we don't need that anymore. We need the wireless crafting terminal, which is going to be a normal wireless terminal, which is going to be the ME terminal. ME terminal, we've already got that. We need then the crafting terminal, which means that now I need the dense energy cell, which is why I got all that stuff, which means now I can craft it. Which now we got a wireless crafting terminal. Now we need a wireless universal terminal, which means I need another terminal, which is... I guess I don't really need a wireless universal terminal yet, so we'll save that for future stuff. Because it's pointless. And from here, we can put in import card and then the greater energy card. Yeah, okay, perfect. So then we need the 64K stuff, which means I need more silicon. Silicon. Okay. Get a little bit of extra silicon. This stuff is gonna get... I guess... This stack is gonna get pumped in here. Let's get another sleep in, so that we get some rest, so that we are able to actually continue this, because holy, this is a lot to cover. Anyway, we can also get ourselves the Endrocrust clusters, which are fully grown at this point. Most of them are, at least. Which is 59 more Endro, which is perfect. And Endro is something that we can't even craft from other stuff, so it's actually very, very helpful for us to get it like this. Anyway, advanced pattern provider upgrade, assembler matrix wall, extended machine frame, mycelial generator. Okay, but regardless, we need the ME storage component stuff, which means we need a lot of the silicon. And from this, I do think, so, acceleration card. Okay. One type and use 520. Okay. So from here, I think if I were to do this, and we get type Yeah, item pipes, ultimate item pipes. Let me do this, and then I go like this. Then what I can do is I can take the matter condenser, chuck you up here, grab the pipe wrench, take that out, do this, turn that into a whitelist, and then we go bone. Matter condenser. I chuck in bones. Are we getting rid of bones? Bones are leaving the system at a rapid rate, but nothing's happening in here because the matter condenser is not have anything to actually have it store anything with. So we need more glowstone, which is fine. And then I need more ME storage components, which is fine too. So we got 20 total, then we can get ourselves 58 total. Now I need more logic stuff, so logic. And then gold. So we go like that, and then we come back down here, we grab you, then we come back here and we get our silicon. I have more silicon seeds, which is cool. And over here, this entire area is kind of blocked off, but I can temporarily house silicon seeds right there, which is perfect for this because it should be working just fine, and these guys are going to continue to craft entro crystals, which are perfect. And then we're gonna get even more of those, and redstone. We need 81 total, so that's gonna be a stack of 64 plus, what? So 21, 23, that's gonna be 73, which means... Wait, 81. So... okay, I think that's gonna be exactly how many we need. So, I think, at least, I'm not 100% certain, I didn't do the math properly. I didn't want a brain, my brain's hurting, so... I just decided to stop. I think the math checks out, because that's 65... Come on, so, that's gonna be 65, and then we've got an additional, 16, 26... So, I think that checks out. I think. I hope. Yeah, because that's... Wait, no. No, it's gonna give us 90, 91. But you know what? That's fine, too. I don't really hate it. Yeah, 91. But now we get ourselves a bunch of you guys. And what do I actually need for these? I probably need more quartz glass, which means I need more quartz. Dust, which is fine, and then I need more glass, which is just gonna be sand smelted. Which I already have a bunch of, because I forgot to pull it out, which is fine. That's cool. Let's get ourselves some quartz glass. So we get ourselves some of the quartz glass, get ourselves 2 stacks of quartz glass, that's good. Then we get ourselves a bunch of 4K components. Then we get ourselves a bunch of 16K components. Then we get ourselves a singular, or 3 64K. Oh, because I was doing the math for the next one up. The 256. I guess that makes sense, it's fine. 256 ME. Cool. So now, if I change the mode to ignored, that will start to accumulate, and that's going to be perfect. And then I need an importer. Importer, import bus, which export bus, which formation course, logic processor, which means I need more silicon, so silicon. which is perfect. Okay, there should be silicon pressed down here, which is perfect because there is. And then I just need to come down here, grab you guys, grab those guys, put them in there, and we get ourselves the logic processors, which are required in order to get a formation core. An import bus is that guy. And then I just need import bus. That way from there, what I can do is smack my backpack down right there. And now I need more acceleration cards. So, acceleration cards, one. Oops. Well, that's just one of them. That's fine, I guess. So we can come over here and we can grab 2 out of you. And then we can chuck them in here. And then now it'll go a little faster. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Capacity card. So, card components, capacity card, increased amount of filter slots. Okay, that's filter slot stuff. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So from here, we just simply wait for the bones to be filtered. We also need to get most of this stuff into our system, because otherwise it's just going to take up a ton of space. So let's just get all this stuff clicked in here. And I guess I can put the card... Wait, I got a teak sapling. Where did I get that from? Wait, was that in my... What? When did I... Huh? When did I get that? Wait, did I get that from the pollinated... That's... Okay, that's crazy. Because that's the sapling that we need. Also, I guess what I can do is I can just shift-click out bones. And then turn off the pickup upgrade. That way we get even more bones out even quicker, because I have a magnet. Which means that what I will be able to do is get down to like 90,000 here, and then from here, I'll be able to just shift-click them in. Nice and simple. There's a bunch more bones down there, which of course we're going to grab real quick, and then we're just going to shift-click them in, because now what we'll be able to do is get so many bones. Because what we need to do is get 200,000 bones into here, and we only have 127,000 in here, which is not enough. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's not enough. So, we got to get even more bones out. We got to get down to, I think, 50,000 for this one. That way we'll be able to get it down enough so that the rest of it can be taken out slowly. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We'll get down to 45,000. Because I want to get as many as I can as quick as I can. Because otherwise this is going to take way, way too long. And quantum stuff is going to take way, way longer than I want. So let's do this. So we're down here now. I grab all the bones. Just chuck them in here. And then I need to grow the teak sapling, of course. But, like, that's a secondary thing. That's not as important. There we go, and that's going to be those guys. So now we have 26k bones in here, and now we can get even more bones out. Because we can get bones so much quicker through our inventory than we can actually through the ME import. Because it's not fully upgraded yet and stuff, so... Because I think we need better stuff, but that's fine. Now we do this, we get those guys chucked in. We can get the bones filtered out, and what I will actually do is I will pick up our backpack again, because I'm a little tired of having all this stuff filling up our inventory. So we got a bunch of growth accelerators, I still have the Insanium farmland, I still have a bunch of Insanium and stuff, but we also have our wireless crafting terminal, which is missing the singularity there. But we have a teak sapling. Which means, what is it for the next tier of sapling? It's down here, productive trees. Teak goes into Capic, which is jungle and teak. So, teak sapling. Thus bone meal will grow into a teak tree. Now, eventually these guys will have more guys in them. They all have simulation stuff, so I don't accidentally kill the bees that are in them. But I need to fill this one up with more bees that love pollen, as well as it's more these guys that need to be filled up. So, which ones are not solitary? So, glowing bees are not solitary. Digger bees are not solitary. Cinnabar bees are hive bees. Lapis bees are hive bees. It seems like most of the bees are hive bees, unfortunately. But I need to find, or non-hive, they're solitary, which is a little annoying, but it's fine. It's not really a bummer, but it's all good. We're gonna chuck our bumia back in there, and we've got a bunch of stuff as well. So what do we actually need for this? We need to get the singularity stuff taken care of, which is happening in here. I still need more bones, which means I guess I can warp arm. And then from here, we're going to void. That's mod match void. More wanna match like the type. See armors. There we go. So now we'll get rid of all the armor because I don't need any of this stuff anymore. And then tools. I need tools voided too. Enchantables. That's a bigger one. That's gonna be a bigger one. And that's all I really need voided, is just those guys in particular. Because we're gonna get all the gems and stuff we really need through everything else. But these are just gonna fill up with so much useless things that it's like, what's even the point? So, let's get all the bones out. Let's get you guys out. Let's get you guys out. And let's get all the bones out of here too. Advanced void. Enchantables. And then what we should be able to do from there is I should be able to just shift click them out into my inventory and then shift click them back in. And of course being careful, because if I shift click my own good stuff in, it will just destroy it, but that's fine. Because we can always make more, because we've got plenty of materials for them. But I do gotta just be a little bit careful. Because what we're mostly just trying to get rid of is the stuff that won't stack. Because I need lots of bones. And that's all that stuff. I need to remove stuff, which is mostly going to be... It's mostly just gonna be all this stuff, pretty much. So then we put this in, and then we go down, and enchantables are no longer happening here. Which is perfect, so then everything's just gonna go in, and everything's gonna compress just fine. Then we put that back in, we go down enchantables again. And now, we're also gonna put bundles, because bundles are annoying. But, that should be all those guys in here. So now what we should be able to do is just quickly take care of that. Then chuck all this stuff in here. And then we should have a couple bumps. And now we can go back home. And now we're home again. Now I can, I guess, turn off the pickup upgrade. And now we'll just chuck everything and get everything into our system. And it's going to take a little bit. So I think I'm going to end the episode here. And then we'll start up again next episode with hopefully getting a little bit closer to finishing this whole upgrade. I'm probably going to do a little bit of off-camera work, just acquiring some stuff to take care of this, because otherwise it's going to take a while. But for now, that is going to be the end of this episode. So GG's, peace, have a great day, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye!